Let's be honest, the holidays are a bit of a mixed bag for most of us. Yeah, there are things that are lovely, that are fun, that we're looking forward to, that we're excited about, but there also are things that can be really challenging or uncomfortable, difficult, or painful. And that's just the truth of it. And so today we're going to talk about 5 things you can do to save your sanity over the holidays. My name is Kristina, and I'm a registered clinical therapist, researcher, and online course creator. I have a master's degree in counseling psychology, and I work to help men and women get through the crap that is holding them back so they can like themselves and their lives more every day. So let's dive in. Let's jump right into this one, and we're going to go big or go home, because this is one of the biggest ones that really can wreck things for us if we get carried away with it. And that is our expectations. So oftentimes we go into the holiday season with these expectations that it needs to look like this, that it needs to feel like this, that it needs to go like this, and usually it's based on some fake idealistic thing that was shown to us in movies or television or on media or whatever it is. And so we have these expectations of how things need to go, that it needs to be wonderful and light and lovely and warm and cozy and connected the whole time, or it's a total disaster, or it's a total failure. But the truth is that, yeah, there are really great things, and then there also are some really challenging things that can come up. There are some difficult situations that can come up. And so it doesn't mean that we say, well, I'm just going to have no expectations and I'm going to expect it to all suck. I'm going to expect it to be no good. No, it just means that we take things in stride, that we enjoy and appreciate and connect with the times that are really good and the things that we really are enjoying. And then the more challenging and difficult things, we kind of just take them in stride and we get through them and we deal with them as they come up. That's just sort of the truth in life, is that oftentimes life is filled with things that are really great and things that are really challenging, and usually a lot of stuff in between. So checking those expectations, taking things as they come. The next one is to prepare answers to difficult questions, because most families have them. Most families have that family member or that family friend who is maybe critical or passive aggressive, or maybe overtly aggressive, or they're boundary crossers and they ask inappropriate questions that we're not comfortable with. So thinking about that person, or maybe it's a couple people if you're really lucky in your family, that it's a few people that do make us feel uncomfortable and oftentimes corner us and we don't know what to say, or they may make comments that we don't know how to respond to in the moment. So preparing some answers to some of those typical questions, like, oh, you're still working there, or oh, like have you put on some weight, or oh, like are you seeing anyone, are you still single, or how's your dating life, or oh, that dish looks interesting. Is that how so-and-so made it before, or whatever it is, or whatever it is, what those comments are, the boundaries that person typically crosses. So coming up with some answers, some pre-scripted answers that you can pull out and use, some boundaries that you can set when that kind of stuff comes up. The next one is to make things easier on yourself. Oftentimes, going back to those expectations, we have all these expectations around needing to get the perfect gift, or throw the perfect party, or have the perfect outfit, or host the perfect meal, or whatever it is. To go a little easier on yourself. If it's about the perfect gift, if we can just sort of take it down a notch and do some online shopping and find something that we think the person will like, that it doesn't have to be out of this world, because that can cause a lot of stress, and that if you've ever felt that way. Or if you're hosting a party, to do a potluck, to let other people bring stuff, take some of the burden off. Or if you're hosting a meal, do a potluck. Letting go of some of these expectations and not putting all this pressure on ourselves. Make it as easy as possible. What are some things that you can do to make things easier on yourself in the lead up, so that you're not so stressed out and overwhelmed? The next one, and this is a big one that I think a lot of us need a lot more than we actually do. And this one is taking adult time outs. For some of us, it doesn't take a whole lot of interaction and together time to tap us out, to fill us up, to make us kind of get to our limit. And we don't think that we are allowed to just take a time out. We don't pay attention to that need and allow ourselves to take time out. So what does that look like? Maybe it looks like just going for a walk, just excusing yourself, going for a walk, and getting some fresh air, some time to yourself. It can look like going to a bedroom or going to your bedroom if it's at your house and reading a book for a little bit, just taking some time to yourself. It can even look like, if no other option, going to the bathroom and sitting and just having a few minutes to breathe, to do a little bit of meditation, to even just like scroll and turn your mind off, scroll on social media, turn your mind off. And oftentimes the bathroom can be great because no one's going to bug you in there. The door locks so no one can barge in. So taking some time outs for yourself. And then the next one, and this is a big one that I think a lot of us, again, don't really realize that we're allowed to do. And that is that you do not have to get into or stay in any conversation or situation that you are uncomfortable with. So if someone brings you into a conversation or starts a conversation on a topic or an issue that you don't want to talk about, that's triggering for you, that's upsetting for you, that you know is going to go nowhere fast, you don't have to get into it. You don't have to engage with the person. You don't have to let yourself get pulled in. You can do something as subtle as just changing the subject. Or if that doesn't work, you can politely excuse yourself and say something like, oh, I just need to go check on this, or oh, I just need to go to the washroom, or whatever it is. Or you can, in some situations, just get up and walk away. That sometimes we worry so much about offending other people by not indulging and engaging their offensive conversation that they are trying to have with us, that we are allowed to have those boundaries. We are allowed to separate ourselves from those situations. You have permission, not that you need my permission, but you absolutely are allowed to do that. And then our last one, and this one is a bonus one. And this is for the people who tend to find the holidays just a lot more challenging than not. So for this one, as much as if you're in a situation or in a family or things that are going on are a lot more challenging this year or maybe most years, and you're really not looking forward to it, you're really kind of nervous about it or even dreading it, but do need to be a part of things that you can't get out of stuff, is to take a minute and think about the things within some of those gatherings or get-togethers or situations that you do enjoy. Maybe there's one or two people that you actually do like to see, even if most of the people you find difficult or triggering, that is there somebody that you really actually are looking forward to seeing. Or maybe it's a meal that you're looking forward to having, or a favorite dish that you're looking forward to eating. Or maybe it's, even a dessert that you're looking forward to either making or having at the get-together. Or maybe if you're going home for the holidays and are taking a little bit of time off, even though it can typically be a little bit uncomfortable or difficult, to think about, or maybe just connect with having a little bit of slow time, or to look forward to some time where maybe you're not running around quite as much, don't quite have quite as many obligations, where you can have the time to take some walks, to read some books, to watch some movies, in and amongst all of the other things that might be more challenging and difficult. So the holiday season, it is a mixed bag. It can be stressful. It often does have moments of stress. And so I also have for you a PDF of 9 unexpected ways to immediately reduce stress. And you can download that in the comment section below. There will be a link to that, and you can grab that, download it. It's stress relievers that you can use anytime in any place. They're simple, straightforward. A lot of them are even really fun. So make sure that you grab that, keep it in your back pocket, pull it out over the holidays, and just really, really enjoy that. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, so that we can stay connected. Like the video and share with us in the comment section below. What are some of your sanity savers? What are some of your tips and tricks? Let's learn, let's grow, and let's build our toolboxes with each other. What are some of the things that you do to help keep you more calm and grounded in some of these typically more triggering or difficult or challenging or stressful situations? You can also come and join our Facebook group, goodformegroup.com. Incredible, supportive, helpful, and fun men and women in there. I'll put the link in the description below. Looking forward to seeing you again, and until then, take good care.